Yo, what's up, everybody? Uh, I was gonna wait till after the UConn Miami game to do the recaps for the semifinals, but that game is over. UConn has just too much, too much offensively. Miami's uh, shooting bad shots. Um, like I, the game started out 9-0, and I just kind of I had it on the background. I got it playing, but I haven't been really paying attention. Every time I look up, the league gets bigger and bigger. So, congratulations, UConn! You'll be going on to the Final Four against San Diego State. So I'm gonna start with the San Diego State FAU game. That was an awesome game to watch. FAU had it at the end. They missed a layup, and then at the end, I mean, it's only you can't play defense any better than that. So kudos to them. They're going on to face UConn. Hopefully that'll be a much more competitive game than what this is, because UConn has been killing people this tournament. Right now, it's 46-28. There's 15 minutes and 32 seconds in the second half, but it don't matter. This one's over. Um, So anyway, yeah, that's done. I want to real quick recap the game from yesterday. The Iowa South Carolina game. Um, Shout out to them, not just Caitlin Clark, but shout out to that whole team and the coach. They did an amazing job yesterday. Even though Caitlin Clark, I was about to call her Caitlin Glass. That's a different person. Caitlin Clark. I think she had a what 40. What did she have? She had 41, 8 and 6. Eight. She had 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Another awesome game. But those other girls did step up, and even though they were getting out physical on the man, the offensive board, I think they got out rebound offensively. It was like 25-5, which is insane. You would think if you out rebound offensively a team by 20 rebounds, you should win handily. Um, and that didn't happen. Um, just it really didn't matter who they threw on Caitlin Clark. She tore them apart. She got her 40 piece anyway. There was I don't know. I think I saw a comment under a video yesterday. They were like, would the game have been different if they had double teamed her at any point in the game? Because I don't, if I remember correctly, I don't think they did any double teams. I think they did a lot of switching and had different people guard her. But I don't really remember them. Okay, just like that, it's 49-37. All right. Well, I'm already here anyway. I already here. I already said what I said. I ain't going back on it. I still think the game's over. Anyway, back to the Iowa game. Like there was just she did everything. Especially when she had a bigger defender, it wasn't fair. She just blow right past him. She did that about 4 or 5 times. Yeah, just blow right past him. Then she had the big girl had her going one way. She went the other way. Hit that sweet layup. It was just really nothing to do. I do believe if they had doubled her, um, they could have done something. They could have done. They could have lessened the damage she did and made. Uh, they would have made someone else on the team have to beat her. The big girls for Iowa like I said, they did an amazing job. Even though they got out rebound by 20 offensively, uh, they still had fight. That's the thing. Usually, when there's a discrepancy like that on the rebounding, uh, when it comes to rebounds, when there's a big discrepancy like that, a lot of that is just effort. But it wasn't. Yesterday wasn't even about effort. It was just about little size. They were much smaller than South Carolina. But you still have to play with heart and grit and determination. That's what they did yesterday. Um, I don't know if you would. I mean, I guess you could have doubled. Like start. I don't think you start the game out. I don't think you start the game out doubling. I think you give it a chance, put some different people on her, and then if it's really get like I said, like I was when I saw that comment, I was thinking that might have worked. Once she started hitting double, once she hit double digits in that first quarter, was the first or like early in the second quarter, when she had already had double digits, and that's when you should have started doubling it. Um, but I guess that's what she wanted to do. She was the one. I guess her coach Staley's philosophy, I guess, was to just throw everybody at her one on one and try to wear her down. But the problem is she's so much quicker than everyone on that team. Even if she is seeing a different person every time she comes up the floor, she just she just has naturally she's just had more speed than everybody. One thing I didn't like, which I think they need to switch up, they need to have someone else bring the ball up. Caitlin Clark brings up the ball every possession. Every possession is without a doubt, unless she's not in the game, which is not often. If anything, she's out for like 1 or 2 minutes, then she comes back because they're not a deep team, so she can't sit out 4 or 5 minutes. Um, so she kind of has to like take those quick breathers, like between TV timeouts and stuff like that. They need to have someone else needs to bring the ball up. The whole world knows every inbounds pass, she's getting the ball. She's the first person to touch it. She's bringing it all the way up 94 feet every single play. You expect her to bringing the ball up every single possession, and score, and get rebounds, and get assists. At some point, she's gonna wear down. She's human. You know what I mean? Especially, it's not. It's one thing if what she did in the Elite Eight, and then she had a whole week off. She has one day off. That's not the same, which is a a concerning factor because I think LSU I think they I think LSU has a little bit more depth when it comes to defensive pressure. Another factor with that game, Leah Boston went out really early with them two fouls, and I don't think she played much of the first half. I think when she came back in the start of the third, at that point, I think the stat said she played two. She played like 2 or 3 minutes, and had no points. I think she finished with like 5 or 6 points. Like she wasn't much of an impact, and I think that was part of what killed them. Because everyone thinks just because you have a deep team, that's going to solve all your problems. Well, no, just because you can go, I think they said they go 12 deep, which is ridiculous. You don't need to go 12 deep. But if you have the ability to go 12 deep, that doesn't necessarily mean all 12 of them girls have, um, you know, like lengthy playtime experience. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you have the ability to play all 12 doesn't mean they're used to playing, those kind of minutes and those kind of pressure situations. So you got to be very careful with that. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, but shout out to them. South Carolina, I think they'll be back. I don't think they'll be in the. As of right now, I don't think they'll be back because Leah Boston, she's declaring for the draft. So I mean, we'll see what happens to the transfer portal, and I mean, they may be perfectly fine. They may be right back here next year. With the transfer portal and then the recruits coming in. So, like I said, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll definitely be back in the tournament. There's no doubt. At the minimum, they'll be back in the Sweet 16. I can guarantee that. But I don't know if they'll make it back to a Final Four next year. Um, the other game, the LSU Virginia Tech, That was a really good game. Very close. LSU pulled away at the end. It was just a much more physical team at the end of at the near the end of the game. But shout out to Virginia Tech making their first ever Final Four. Um, they'll be back in the tournament, honestly. Uh, Especially based off this success, they'll definitely be back. I don't know how deep. I don't think. I really highly doubt they'll make it back to the Final Four. I think for certain schools, this is like a once in a lifetime thing. Like FAU this year, like this was a great season for them, but they had to win today because they definitely not making it back to the Final Four. I can guarantee that. I'll bet my life savings on that they will not be back in the Final Four. They'll get to the round of 32. You know, if they keep build off what they did this year, they can definitely make it. They can definitely make it back to the round of 32. If they're lucky, they'll make it to the second weekend. But that's about as far as okay. That's about as far as I think they'll make it next year. Uh, but yeah, right now UConn's up 53-45. Okay, they're making a little run. I think the game's still over. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm already making a video. So anyway, so those are my recaps for the games, the semifinal games for the men's and the women. Tomorrow will be the it'll be LSU in Iowa. I, I don't know. I want LSU to win, but I feel like if it seems like no one's learned this whole tournament how to stop Caitlin Clark. It's very strange. Uh, it's been 3 weeks of this tournament. No one knows how to stop her. Um, Apparently, someone said make her go to her left. But I think there was a few times when she went to her left and still scored, especially over the bigger girls. So, so I don't really think it really matters. I mean, I think Edie, you're gonna have to start doubling. Like you really gonna have to focus on her, and you're gonna have to really make those other girls for Iowa beat you. Because I think you can't. Caitlin Clark keeps going off for 40. She gonna mess around and get another 40 points again. That's a high possibility. She can at least she'll get 30 tomorrow. I can guarantee that. But they really are. It's Caitlin Clark or bust, really. Um, so yeah, but I think it'll be a very very close game. I'm expecting it'll come down about the last, it'll come down about the last 3 or 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. I believe the UConn and San Diego State game. Oh boy, that's gonna get ugly. That's gonna get ugly. I'll give San Diego State a little bit a little bit of a chance, not to win, but I think they'll come out hot, right, in the early minutes, and then I just think something about whatever UConn's been doing this year. I think they'll blow the game wide open. I'll give San Diego State to about I'll give them to about the middle of the first half, and then it'll just be all UConn, and then UConn's gonna hoist that trophy on Monday night. So yeah, those are my semifinal recaps. Those are my championship game predictions. Like I said, right, what was the score? It's like 58-40, 58-45 right now, Miami. There's I think about 11, 10 minutes left in the second half. The game's still over. I'm not going back on what I said. I made my predictions. It is what it is. So, so whatever happens, happens. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great one. Hope you've been enjoying the game. Hope you've been enjoying the tournament this year. It's been a very good tournament this year. Um, especially with these Final Four matchups. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon. I'll see you soon. I was gonna say tomorrow, but I've already made the recap video now, so I mean, no, I mean, I'll make a recap of the championship game. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, tomorrow, I may post something else. Maybe I don't know, maybe a gameplay. I've been thinking of maybe starting up Legends Arceus again, playing through that one. Um, there's also another game I have on my Switch. I was thinking of doing a playthrough of, but I haven't. Maybe I should do that game. I should do that game. That'll be fun. And then that way you guys will see me actually beat it. I haven't beat it yet. But yeah. Yeah, I might do that. I might make a video tonight. I don't know. It's only what 10:52. Yeah, why not? I might make it. So yeah, who is this guy running with the shoe? So I guess one of the players from Miami, I guess his shoes broke. I guess so. One of the trainers had to run into the locker room and get him a new pair of shoes. Um, but yeah, that's it. I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this off here. UConn up 58-45 with 9 minutes and 39 seconds. Um, like I said, UConn, I think they got this in the bag. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.